Can you describe your personality in English? Most people know only a few words. Let's learn the vocabulary that truly describes who you are. Let's not wait and start the lexicons.
Adaptable. Adaptable. Adaptable means able to adjust easily to new situations or environments. A person who can quickly fit into different situations, places, or groups of people is called adaptable. For example, she is adaptable in every situation. Ambitious. Ambitious. Ambitious means having a strong desire to achieve success. A person who sets big goals and works hard to achieve them is called ambitious. For example, he is ambitious about his career. Arrogant. Arrogant. Arrogant means having an exaggerated sense of one's importance. A person who believes they are better than others and behaves proudly is called arrogant. For example, he sounded arrogant during the interview. Assertive. Assertive. Assertive means confidently expressing thoughts and opinions. A person who speaks confidently and stands up for their rights without being aggressive is called assertive. For example, she is assertive in meetings. Altruistic. Altruistic. Altruistic means selflessly caring about the well-being of others. A person who helps others without expecting anything in return is called altruistic. For example, he is altruistic towards strangers. Amiable. Amiable. Amiable means friendly and pleasant. A person who is warm, kind, and easy to get along with is called amiable. For example, she has an amiable nature. Apathetic. Apathetic. Apathetic means showing little or no interest or concern. A person who does not care much about things happening around them is called apathetic. For example, he is apathetic about politics. Anxious. Anxious. Anxious means worried, nervous, or uneasy. A person who often feels concerned about future events or uncertain situations is called anxious. For example, she felt anxious before the exam. Bold. Bold. Bold means confident and willing to take risks. A person who faces challenges without fear is called bold. For example, he made a bold decision. Blunt. Blunt means speaking directly and honestly, sometimes without considering how others may feel. A blunt person says exactly what they think. Example, she was blunt in her response. Brave. Brave means showing courage when facing danger, fear, or difficulty. A brave person stands strong even in challenging situations. Example, he is brave under pressure. Bright. Bright means intelligent, quick to learn, and able to understand things easily. A bright person often finds solutions quickly. Example, she is a bright student. Bossy. Bossy means always telling other people what to do and trying to control situations. A bossy person likes being in charge. Example, he can be quite bossy. Calm. Calm means peaceful, relaxed, and in control of emotions. A calm person stays composed even during stressful moments. Example, she remained calm during chaos. Careful. Careful means paying close attention and avoiding mistakes or risks. A careful person thinks before acting. Example, he is careful with details. Cheerful. Cheerful means happy, positive, and full of good spirits. A cheerful person often spreads happiness to others. Example, she is always cheerful. Clever. Clever means quick to understand, learn, and solve problems. A clever person uses intelligence effectively. Example, he is clever with numbers. Cold-hearted. Cold-hearted means lacking sympathy, kindness, or emotional warmth. A cold-hearted person may seem uncaring toward others. Example, he appeared cold-hearted. Confident. Confident means believing in your abilities and feeling sure about yourself. A confident person speaks and acts with self-assurance. Example, she is confident in her speech.
Considerate. Considerate means being thoughtful about the needs and feelings of other people. A considerate person tries to help and avoid causing problems for others. Example, he is considerate of others' feelings. Cooperative. Cooperative means willing to work together with others. A cooperative person supports teamwork and contributes to group success. Example, she is cooperative in group tasks. Courageous. Courageous means showing bravery in difficult or frightening situations. A courageous person faces challenges despite fear. Example, he made a courageous stand. Creative. Creative means having the ability to think of original and imaginative ideas. A creative person enjoys finding unique solutions. Example, she is highly creative. Critical. Critical means carefully judging or evaluating things, often noticing mistakes or weaknesses. A critical person analyzes situations deeply. Example, he is too critical of others. Cruel. Cruel means intentionally causing pain, suffering, or sadness to others. A cruel person shows little kindness or sympathy. Example, that was a cruel remark. Curious. Curious means eager to learn, explore, and discover new things. A curious person often asks questions and seeks knowledge. Example, she is curious about science. Calm-minded. Calm-minded means staying peaceful and thinking clearly, even under pressure. A calm-minded person does not panic easily. Example, he is calm-minded under pressure. Competitive. Competitive means having a strong desire to win or be successful. A competitive person enjoys challenges and strives to do their best. Example, she is very competitive. Compassionate. Compassionate means showing deep care and concern for others. A compassionate person helps those who are suffering. Example, he is compassionate towards animals. Confused. Confused means unable to think clearly or understand something properly. A confused person feels uncertain or puzzled. Example, he felt confused in class. Conscientious. Conscientious means careful, responsible, and hard-working. A conscientious person pays attention to details and does tasks properly. Example, she is conscientious at work. Daring. Daring means willing to take risks and face challenges boldly. A daring person is not afraid to step outside their comfort zone. Example, she is daring in her choices. Decisive. Decisive means able to make decisions quickly and confidently. A decisive person does not spend too much time hesitating. Example, he is decisive in a crisis. Dependable. Dependable means reliable and trustworthy. A dependable person can be counted on to do what they promise. Example, she is dependable. Determined. Determined means having a strong desire to achieve a goal and refusing to give up. A determined person keeps working even when things become difficult. Example, he is determined to succeed. Diplomatic. Diplomatic means dealing with people and situations in a careful and tactful way. A diplomatic person avoids unnecessary conflict and promotes understanding. Example, she is diplomatic in arguments. Disciplined. Disciplined means having self-control and following rules or routines consistently. A disciplined person stays focused on their responsibilities. Example, he is disciplined in study. Discreet.
Discreet means careful about what you say or do, especially when handling private information. A discreet person can be trusted with secrets. Example, she is discreet. Domineering. Domineering means trying to control others in an overly forceful way. A domineering person often insists on having things their own way. Example, he is domineering in groups.
Dreamy. Dreamy means often lost in thoughts, imagination, or daydreams. A dreamy person enjoys thinking about possibilities and fantasies. Example, she has a dreamy personality. Driven. Driven means highly motivated and determined to achieve success. A driven person works hard to reach their goals. Example, he is driven to improve. Dutiful. Dutiful means responsible and committed to doing what is expected. A dutiful person takes their obligations seriously. Example, she is dutiful at home. Dynamic. Dynamic means energetic, active, and full of enthusiasm. A dynamic person often inspires others with their energy and leadership. Example, he is dynamic in leadership. Detached. Detached means emotionally distant or not deeply involved in a situation. A detached person remains calm and unaffected by emotions. Example, he seemed detached.
Which personality word describes you best? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like Storio and keep improving your English. See you in the next lesson.